Get rich quick in Clash of Clans? It's not a scheme. A couple tips will have you on your way to filling up your storages. What is going on, Clashers? Welcome back to Clashing Guide, brought to you by Hilalo and the wonderful Clashers, Bengal Master. So today we're going to be taking it back to the basics. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to farm. And we're going to be targeting mainly abandoned bases where the resources are mostly in the elixir collectors and the gold mines. Alright, so how do you know where the resources are when you're looking at a base? So first I'm going to show you an empty elixir collector and an empty gold mine. These two are empty right here. As you can see, the bottom sliver in the elixir collector is completely empty. You see a circle of purple on the bottom and just emptiness all around. Now the gold mine, you can see where the tray is dumping gold. You can see the grass under there. That means that there's not that much gold there. There's barely anything there, if there is anything in there. So you're going to be targeting bases where you do have full elixir collectors or halfway full, whatever. Either way, you'll be getting a good amount. So I'm going to go to one of our Clash members' bases. I know they don't sign on too often, so they probably will have full collectors. And this is what it looks like when it's full. This is actually halfway full, but it'll still give you a solid amount. When you see it halfway full like this, it's probably going to be around maybe 150 resources to 200,000 elixir alone. And the one next to it, this is what I call fool's gold. You do not want to attack an elixir collector that has a small amount at the bottom like this. So if you want to compare the one on the left to the right, left is good, right not so great. If you attack a base with something like on the right, sometimes you'll get lucky and hit 150,000, and in the next episode I will teach you guys how to tell if you'll get a solid amount, but this episode we're going to only be focusing on the ones that are halfway full. So for now, just ignore the ones that are barely full like this, like the ones on the right, and we're going to be targeting the ones that are full, like the one on the left. Now if you zoom into the gold mine, you can see that the tray is full. You don't see the grass at the bottom. That means there's a lot of gold in this. But whenever I'm targeting a base, I usually just look at the elixir just because it's easier to check. Then the gold, you see a solid purple amount, and the tray next to the gold is kind of small, so I just look at the elixir. So when you're looking at dead bases, they're usually not going to have a shield. They may have some graveyards, tombstones around their bases, and this is really easy to attack since they're not going to have that many traps. And you're going to be looking for bases where the storages are empty, kind of like this. This one barely has any elixir in the storages. Most of the resources is going to be in the collectors right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our first stack. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through these. This is a replay shared by Opto. As you can see, the collectors are full. He's just surrounding the base with archers, and he's only targeting the collectors on the sides. He's only using barbarians and archers, and he got a solid 270,000. Let's go ahead and go into the second attack. Alright, so here's no attacking. You see that there's a lot of resources available. So he's just going to go ahead and surround the base with archers. And he had a peck for some reason. I think he's going to use that to try to get that dark elixir. Now, he got lucky because the town hall's also on the outside. He went ahead and got the town hall and got all these resources. You see that he got 400,000 and 330,000. These are very solid amount. And you don't want to lose your trophies too much, so finding the town hall on the outside is pretty good for the strategy. But Hilalo, how can I attack these bases when my troops are so weak? I still have level 2 archers and barbarians. No, shut up. You can still get a bunch of loot attacking resources that are in the elixir collectors and in the gold mines. As you can see here, this is Silver Jack, Silver Ice. He is still town hall level 3, town hall level 4, and he still found a solid 190,000 gold and about 100,000 elixir. And he's just using giants, archers, and barbarians. Now it's even easier at the lower town halls, because with a couple of these attacks, you can easily fill up half your storages, almost max them out. With 1 or 2 attacks, you could almost completely max out your storages. I prefer me being as a Town Hall 9 being between 1500 to 1800 trophies, and this helps me find a lot of bases that are abandoned. It really depends on your Town Hall. Lower members, you could easily be under 1,000 and still find good bases, and upper members like Town Hall 7s, Town Hall 8s, it's a good amount would be like 1300 to 1800. But a lot of times trophy ranges do dry up, and you'll have to switch around to try to find more loot. So it really depends. It goes day to day to see where all the loot is. You just try it out, see if you can find any loot. If you don't find any loot, just raise your trophies or lower your trophies. But that's it for this episode, guys. Go ahead and raid these abandoned bases. Go ahead and take all their loot, maximize your walls, and I want to see some beautiful walls on your bases. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something. I'll see you guys next time.